Today in the World Series Curse, we will be reading Chapter 8, Corked. Louis sprinted for first base while his teammates advanced, but seconds later the home plate umpire held up his hands. Splinters of wood were everywhere, and something else had scattered across the field too. The umpire picked up a few of the objects and called another umpire over. A moment later, they motioned to Louis and his manager. The crowd booed. Louis and the Cubs' manager had a meeting near home plate with the two umpires. They examined Louis' bat while another umpire tried to clean up the field. Louis' manager began arguing with an umpire. The umpire pointed to the piece of bat in his hand. "I'm not sure about this," the stadium's announcer said. "But it looks like the umpire thinks Louis might have used a corked bat." Instantly, a large boo rose from the crowd. Cubs fans started a loud chant, "Louis! Louis! Louis!" "What's a corked bat?" Kate asked. "It's when someone hollows out the center of a bat and fills it with cork or something bouncy," Mike said. "It lets the player hit the ball faster and farther, but it's illegal." Louis' manager continued to argue until the umpire took a couple of steps away. He swung his right shoulder back and threw his arm high over his head. Louis was being ejected from the game. "Boo!" yelled the Cubs fans. They pounded on the seats. Kate shook her head. "It's not fair," she said. "Louis wouldn't cheat." Mike nodded. "But it sure looks like there was something inside his bat," he said. "Maybe someone messed with Louis' bat just to get him thrown out." After Louis walked off the field, the game continued. But losing Louis took all the life out of the Cubs and their fans. The crowd started to cheer a little in the ninth inning when the Cubs got up, but it was no use. The Cubs struck out one after another. 1, 2, 3. The game was over. The Cubs had lost. The World Series was tied. Whichever team won the next game would win the World Series. As the crowd thinned out, Kate nudged Mike. "Look, Louis by the dugout," she said. She hopped up and ran down the aisle. Mike followed. Louis was walking back and forth on the field searching for something. He finally picked up the handle of a bat from the grass along the side of the field. When he saw Mike and Kate, he walked over slowly. Louis didn't look directly at Mike or Kate. Instead, he shook his head and motioned at the umpires on the far side of the field. "I can't believe it. They're suspending me for the last game," Louis said. "I finally made it into the World Series, and I get kicked out now when the Cubs need me." "That is horrible," Kate said. "What happened to your bat?" Louis shrugged. "I don't know," he said. "It was fine during batting practice. Someone messed with it. Look what they put inside." Louis tossed something to Kate. She caught it. It was small. It was a small, clear, bouncy ball with sparkly gold stars inside it. "A bouncy ball?" Kate asked. She handed the ball to Mike. "Yep," said Louis. "Someone hollowed out the bat and filled it with these. They make the baseball go farther. When the bat broke, these fell out all over the field. The umpires took the rest of them for evidence, but they gave this one to me." While Kate and Mike examined the ball, Louis unwrapped the tape from what was left of the handle on his bat. "Just what I thought," he said. "This isn't one of my bats. I always carve my initials in the handle under the tape." Mike and Kate looked at the bat. There weren't any initials. Someone had switched Louis' bat. Louis turned to go. "I have to get back to my locker to pack up my things," he said. "Maybe I'll be sitting with you tomorrow watching the game." Kate tried to return the bouncy ball to Louis, but he waved her off. "I don't want that," he said. "It's bad luck." Maybe you two can turn it into some good luck for me before tomorrow.